Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming out. We have a pretty important message that we want to get out this morning. And Chief Duncan's going to talk to us about an initiative that he's going to get started here right away. At the end of the Chief's message, he'll be available to take some questions from you if you have any. So, without any further delay, Chief Duncan.
Thanks very much, Dennis, and welcome everybody this morning. I appreciate you coming to headquarters this morning to listen to my message and an initiative that we're undertaking with respect to prostitution within our community. In 2005, the London Police Service implemented the Person at Risk project. And this was in response to social issues surrounding the sex trade workers and provide a means to track their activities, especially in light of women disappearing within other communities. These women are historically at great risk due to their drug addictions and separations from family, friends, and support groups. In the first year of the project, Sergeant Lorna Bruce, who joins us here today, the project coordinator, identified 53 sex trade workers, and Sergeant Bruce has worked diligently to address the issues that cause these women to enter into this high-risk behavior, and has been successful in providing opportunities for women to remove themselves from the sex trade. Many women have directly expressed their gratitude for the assistance that Lorna provides and has provided in the past. The London Police Service has continued to address community complaints of illegal prostitution behavior through enforcement projects targeting both sex trade workers and the Johns. The complaints continue, and in a number of cases, the openly public actions of the sex trade workers and Johns have moved concerns from worrisome to, quite frankly, intolerable. The activities are preventing the lawful use of property and are affecting business owners whose properties become meeting places. The activity is not confined to evening hours or in private places, but rather it is taking place throughout the day and in plain view. Currently, we have identified 240 active sex trade workers, primarily involved in street-level prostitution. These women range in age from 18 to 60. Most have children. They are all suffering from significant addictions, specifically to crack cocaine and opiates. All suffer from low self-esteem and have disclosed that they believe they have no other options. Many will state that they are not engaged in prostitution by choice, but rather desperation and addiction. Since the inception of the Persons at Risk project, 17 women have exited the sex trade, and tragically, 10 have died as a result of this very high-risk behavior. The sex trade provides a means for these women to support their addictions, and the men engaged in this activity exploit the workers' circumstances and provide the financial means for this cycle to continue unabated. On September 28th, Justice Himmel of the Ontario Superior Court of Justice declared several sections of the Criminal Code constitutionally invalid, including Section 213 dealing with the communication for the purpose of. Justice Himmel stayed the decision for 30 days, and the Federal Department of Justice and the Attorney General, Ontario Attorney General, have announced both are appealing the decision and will seek to extend the stay beyond 30 days. Furthermore, the Criminal Law Division of the Attorney General has advised chiefs of police in Ontario that there is no impediment to the police laying charges under the current legislation. Therefore, the London Police Service will continue to enforce these laws in an effort to reduce the impact of illegal prostitution-related behaviors in our affected neighborhoods, as well as providing the opportunity for involved women to break the cycle of high-risk behavior. Our plan is directed at reducing the demand for sex trade workers by increasing our prostitution enforcement with an 8-week project that actually started yesterday. In terms of our activities yesterday, I can indicate that during the morning we were able to locate and charge 4 men for the communication of the purpose for the communication of prostitution. We issued several long-term summonses for suspended driving, those individuals who attended those areas. We issued a number of provincial offense notices for vehicle-related offenses. We also stopped 7 drive-away persons who were engaged and questioned as to why they were in the area. As a result, these will be 11 candidates for letters that will be forthcoming from the police service. Our plan is directed at reducing the demand for sex trade workers, and our community response unit will manage the enforcement aspects of this project, as we have designated one officer as the Prostitution Enforcement Coordinator. As I indicated, an additional deterrent is the commencement of a community safety letter campaign targeting actual and prospective Johns. These letters will be sent to the homes of men who are identified by police officers engaged in the following behaviors: picking up a sex worker, being found in the company of a sex worker, continually driving around an area frequented by sex trade workers, and finally continually stopping and talking to sex trade workers. These letters will inform the identified persons of the issues in the enforcement areas and request their assistance by refraining from taking their vehicles into these areas unnecessarily. This proactive response should act as a deterrent to men who have shown interest in soliciting sex trade workers. This is also the first step in identifying Johns outside of our ongoing undercover project. The next step for the London Police Service is to publicly identify Johns who have been charged with criminal code offenses relating to prostitution. We have decided to delay this crime prevention tactic until the appeal of Justice Himmel's decision has been heard. To the men who engage in contacting sex trade workers, you need to be mindful of the effect this would have on your lives should this be revealed to your spouses, partners, families, friends, associates, and co-workers. The message should be abundantly clear: do not participate in this behavior. We will also engage in the use of high visibility patrols in the identified areas. Uniformed patrol officers and community foot patrol officers will be intercepting suspected Johns and will apply strict enforcement of all applicable laws in order to reinforce the goals of the project, which are as follows: to reduce the number of active sex trade workers involved in street-level prostitution, to improve our community safety, and finally, perhaps most importantly, improve the quality of life in the identified neighborhoods. As a police service, we are responding to this issue as it impacts the quality of life for a number of sectors within our community. Clearly, there are issues that are outside of our purview, such as public health, addictions, and homelessness. However, we currently have the means to interdict criminal behavior that is increasingly causing concern among our business and our community partners. We will continue to work with all of our caring community agencies to support women who want to leave the sex trade, and we will work towards making it very difficult for Johns to engage in communication with sex trade workers. The message to men who communicate with known prostitutes should be obvious. The London Police Service will engage you and, where applicable, charge you and ensure that you are advised in writing of the issues we face as a community as a result of your continued and unwanted behavior. As chief responsible for ensuring community safety, I can't be any more direct or clearer with my message. Thank you.